Next, you want to come down to the semitendinosus, which is right here. And with the backhand compress, I'm just going to come down, and this, again, it's all the same process. You're just opening it, warming it, getting it either prepared for a show, or after an event, all this stuff can be stuck in there. So this is just helping getting that all flowing and through there. Then once you have it open, you're going to just palpate with your thumb, and you're searching for any knots or just any spot that feels different. If I were to find one, I would go in with just a pound of pressure. That's all it takes. So you're going to go in with your body, and this just helps it to release and flow through the way it's supposed to instead of being stuck there. So you do that 3 times, and then you'll just continue up. And then once you're done, you just close it the same way you opened it. So you're going to backhand compress back up and down. And then we're going to come to the semimembranosus, which if you... She'll probably move, but it's right here. And they love this spot. It's like their favorite spot. I have yet to find a horse that does not like it. So I'm going to do it backwards. You're supposed to face the front, but I'm going to cut my hand. I'm just going to tap it to bring all that blood to the surface and get it real warmed up. As you can, if you watch, you'll probably get real relaxed and aware. And then once you have it all warmed up, I'm going to lay my hand there and just sweat it to get it real warm. Make it easier to find any of the things that are stuck. And then I'm going to kind of like knead through all the muscles. So I'm just going to like lift them. And I'm searching and just helping out anything that's stuck there. I'm filling the area with oxygenated blood, which will help her form better and reduce the chance of injury. And then I'm going to again cup it like this to close it. I know. Flies are really bad. Then we're going to come to the tensor fasciae latae in the biceps. And you're going to backhand compress all over the area to open it up. It's the same thing, you're just getting it ready to be worked and get anything that's stuck out of there. This is an area in a lot of horses, like race horses and jumpers, it'll be a big problem area because if they're not cooled down properly. I worked on one horse once that it was actually hard as a rock here instead of squishy. It was hard as a rock, and the chance of that ever returning to normal is really slim. So the horse was in a lot of pain all the time, and you can just do what you can to help it. So that's why it's so important to just, even after an event, to help them to cool down properly and restore those fluids and get rid of those toxins. Once it's open, we're going to palpate what's called the candy cane groove. And this is just, again, searching for tension, and anything you find, you'll direct press, which you go in with your thumb. And then you just close it, same way you opened it. And then the last place you want to focus on is the longiginal extensor, which is their leg. And you just open hand compress it, warming it up and getting it ready to find any tension. And then you're going to strip it. And this is just kind of preparing like a path for it, almost like a ditch, for any of the toxins that have built up to just flow out of there. And then I'm going to separate the muscles by touching my fingers in the back. And this just spreads the muscle fibers. And then I'm drawing my hand down, searching for any heat or swelling. And then I'm going to stimulate the coronary vein because there's a lot of acupressure points here that it's just good to get those stimulated, and it helps with the effect of things. Now, of course, you want to also perform this on the other side to just balance things out. Like I said, if you have time, you can come up here to the neck. So you'll also find a lot of tension up through the top line and stuff. But since we don't have time, I hope that through this you now have a better understanding of how massage is performed and why, and how it truly is, if it's done properly, so effective and beneficial for horses. And if so many people would just take that small step in maintaining their horses with the massage, just helping them to live happier and healthier lives, we would have so many less injuries. Are there any questions?
long does a massage usually take?
A full body massage usually takes an hour. The first time it'll take longer. It can take up to an hour per side. But the more you go, you usually flow through it pretty quickly.
And do you usually do a full body, or can you just do like
the first time you do it, you want to have a full body done. Because as I said in the beginning, you want to balance out the horse and get all the big problems out of the way. And then you can go into like your pre and post event and just jump into it. Okay, thank you so much for coming.